You might be starting your day with a soft slice of bread, a warm cup of tea, or a small spoon of ice cream after lunch. They sound so gentle, harmless, even familiar enough that you never give them a second thought. But what you may not realize is, those very things you believe are safe could be silently weakening your bones, disrupting your sleep, triggering joint inflammation, and placing an extra burden on your heart. Every day, little by little. Have you ever felt tired for no reason, experienced sudden cravings, or noticed your body no longer feels as light as it used to, even though you're eating regularly? Don't worry, it's not that you've done something wrong. It's just that your body might be asking to be listened to in a more refined, attentive way. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at 7 very common foods, ones that seem healthy, but are no longer suitable for the body after age 60. You don't need to give them all up. You just need to understand them better so you can make wiser choices for a healthier, more empowered, and fulfilling life each day. And before we begin, don't forget to leave a comment below this video and share with me. Where in the world are you watching from? And what do you usually eat for breakfast? Also hit that like button and subscribe to HealthVibe 365 so we can continue walking together, step by step, toward better health in a way that's informed, inspiring, and truly joyful. White bread, light as air, but nutritionally empty. White bread is a familiar food for many people at this age. Soft, easy to chew, easy to digest, and often eaten for breakfast. However, few realize that although it makes you feel full, this type of bread lacks almost all the nutrients your body truly needs to maintain good health. White bread is made from refined wheat flour, which means the bran and germ, the parts that contain most of the fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, are removed during processing. As a result, the final product is mostly just fast-digesting starch. When you eat this type of starch, your blood sugar will spike quickly, then drop just as fast. This fluctuation makes you feel tired, hungry again soon, and crave more food, especially sweets. If this continues daily, it can reduce insulin sensitivity, which in turn affects your heart, memory, and even your bones and joints. Moreover, a lack of fiber in your diet weakens your digestive and immune systems over time, especially at an age when the body needs sustainable and balanced nourishment. If you love bread, opt for whole grain or oat-based bread. These choices help you feel full longer, better control blood sugar, and support your gut to function more smoothly every day. A small change at breakfast can bring a clear, stable, and steady day ahead. Late black tea and coffee, the silent culprits behind sleepless nights. Black tea and coffee can bring a warm and comforting feeling. But if you still consume them in the late afternoon or evening, they could be the hidden reason you toss and turn at night, struggle to fall asleep, or wake up without knowing why. Both contain caffeine, a stimulant that activates the nervous system. When you're younger, caffeine is metabolized quickly. But at this age, your body takes longer to process it, allowing it to stay in your bloodstream much longer. Even a small cup late in the day can affect your night's sleep, preventing your body from getting the rest it needs to recover. Chronic insomnia not only leaves you fatigued, but also impacts restorative hormones, memory, heart rhythm, and even bone density. Sleep is the time your body regenerates. Without it, your health gradually deteriorates in silence. Black tea also contains tannins, which can reduce iron absorption, an essential factor for blood health and oxygen delivery to the brain. This is especially problematic if you drink tea right after a meal. Instead of strong tea or coffee after 2 p.m., consider chamomile or peppermint tea to gently relax your body, a warm glass of milk to support melatonin and help you fall asleep naturally. A good night's sleep is more than just rest. It's an act of caring for your body from the inside out. Choose what helps you sleep in peace, not what keeps you awake in fatigue. Processed meats, a cause of joint inflammation and high blood fat. Processed meats like sausages, cold cuts, and bacon often appear in quick and convenient meals. They have an appealing aroma, are easy to store, and sometimes bring a sense of eating just for fun. But, for the body at this age, these are exactly the kinds of foods to avoid as early as possible. These meats contain high levels of sodium, nitrates, and artificial preservatives. These ingredients have been proven to trigger silent inflammatory responses in the body, especially in joint tissues. If you're experiencing pain in the knees, shoulders, or stiffness in the lower back in the mornings, these seemingly harmless foods could be a contributing factor. It doesn't stop there. Saturated fats in processed meats also raise bad cholesterol, contribute to plaque buildup in blood vessels, and increase the risk of high blood pressure and heart disease, concerns that everyone over 60 should be cautious about. You don't have to give up meat entirely. What matters is choosing types that better suit a body in need of recovery and gentler care. Prioritize fresh white meats like chicken, fish, or boiled eggs. Fatty fish such as salmon and mackerel, tender, easy to digest, and rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3. Home-cooked meals with controlled salt levels, avoiding packaged and processed foods. Your joints aren't only worn down by time, they're also eroded by what you eat every day. And if you make a change, your body will thank you, with lighter steps and less pain in every movement. Rich cheese and cream, sweet, but a heavy load for the heart. Rich cheese and cream, just hearing the names brings to mind a smooth, buttery, comforting sensation. At this age, many people enjoy a small piece of cheese after dinner, or a sweet, cool scoop of ice cream in the summer as a way to treat themselves. But sometimes it's these sweet little indulgences that silently burden your heart. Rich cheeses and commercial creams are high in saturated fats, along with hidden salt and sugar, elements your circulatory system now struggles to process effectively. Over time, bad fats, LDL cholesterol, in the blood increase, forming plaques in the arteries. The result is narrower blood vessels, higher blood pressure, and a heart that must work harder to circulate blood throughout the body. What's more, the salt content in cheese can cause your body to retain water, leading to swelling in the hands and feet, and placing extra strain on the kidneys and heart, especially if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or lipid disorders. If you still love that creamy, rich taste and soft texture, try smarter alternatives. Low-fat soft cheeses like ricotta or cottage cheese. Unsweetened plant-based milk, easy to digest, heart-friendly. Naturally fermented yogurt aids digestion and lowers cholesterol. You don't have to give up the joy of food you love. You just need to choose a version that better supports a heart in need of relief. Because sometimes, the elegance lies in how you preserve what you love in a healthier way. Pastries and cookies, hidden sugars, and harmful fats. A crunchy cookie or a slice of cake after dinner, it sounds harmless, even brings a bit of delight, a comforting end to the day. But if you're indulging in these treats frequently, it may be time to pause and listen to your body a little more closely. Commercial baked goods often contain high amounts of refined sugar, a type of sugar that is absorbed extremely quickly, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash. These fluctuations not only leave you feeling tired and irritable, but also damage tiny blood vessels, especially those in the heart, brain, and eyes. Beyond sugar, cookies hide another culprit: trans fats, artificial fats commonly used to keep cookies crispy and visually appealing. However, trans fats raise LDL, bad cholesterol, and lower HDL, good cholesterol, increasing your risk of atherosclerosis, heart attacks, and strokes. At this age, every system in your body slows down. The liver no longer processes fats as efficiently, and the heart doesn't pump blood as strongly as it used to. So every sweet treat is more than just calories. It's a small challenge for your heart, blood vessels, and memory. You don't need to completely remove sweetness from your life, just approach it differently. Eat fresh fruits daily, naturally sweet, rich in fiber. Bake at home with oats, ripe bananas, and seeds. Sip warm tea after meals instead of packaged desserts. Sweetness should come from being gentle with your body, not from things that silently harm it. And sometimes, knowing when to stop is the most mature form of self-love. Bottled juice, sweeter than soda. At first glance, fruit juice always feels safe. The name evokes images of freshness, vitamins, and health. But if you regularly drink bottled juices, take a moment to look more closely at the ingredients and listen to what your body may be trying to tell you. Even when the label says 100% fruit juice, most industrially produced juices have been stripped of nearly all their fiber, the most important element that slows sugar absorption. Without fiber, the natural sugars, mainly fructose in juice, are absorbed rapidly, causing your blood sugar to spike. This sudden rise triggers your pancreas to release insulin, and if you're pre-diabetic or of older age, this can disrupt your metabolism, leave you fatigued, and increase visceral fat accumulation. Here's something few people know. Many juices contain added sugars to enhance flavor, even if the label doesn't clearly state added sugar. At times, a cup of bottled apple juice can contain more sugar than a can of soda. If you enjoy juice, try these smarter options. Eat whole fruits to retain natural fiber. Make your own low-sugar vegetable juices diluted with water. Or simply drink warm water with a slice of lemon or a few mint leaves. Refreshing and gentle on your heart and liver. Not everything labeled natural is truly healthy. The simpler and closer to nature it is, the more your body will thank you for the long run. Pickled foods, appetite boosters that harm your bones. A bite of pickled cucumber, a few slices of pickled shallots, or a dash of vinegar on your salad can make a meal more enjoyable. The tangy flavor awakens the taste buds, giving the feeling of better appetite, easier digestion. But if you're eating pickled foods every day, especially industrial versions, your body might be quietly suffering, particularly your bones. Most commercially pickled foods use synthetic vinegar, acetic acid, a strong acid. When consumed frequently, this acid can disrupt your blood's pH balance, forcing the body to release alkaline minerals, like calcium from your bones, to neutralize it. This gradually weakens the bones without any warning signs like pain. Moreover, pickled foods often contain very high salt content, and when excess salt enters the body, the kidneys excrete it through urine, dragging calcium out along with it. Repeated daily, your bones become more porous, even if you believe you're eating a nutritious diet. If you love sour flavors, try naturally fermented foods like low-salt kimchi or homemade pickled greens using rice water or diluted brine. Consume in small amounts, not with every meal. Pair with potassium-rich foods, bananas, avocados, leafy greens, to balance the salt. Flavor is essential in a meal, but keeping your bones strong enough to walk lightly every day, that's even more essential. When you choose foods that support your bones, you're choosing a future where every step is steady, and you won't need someone to hold your hand. You've just walked with me through 7 types of foods, ones that seem healthy, but are no longer the best choices when your body needs more gentleness, balance, and kindness. If you realize you've been consuming some of them, don't worry. Health doesn't demand perfection. It only asks that you make better decisions, little by little, starting today. Taking care of your health at this age doesn't mean changing the whole world. It simply means understanding what your body needs and being willing to listen to it with each meal, each night's sleep, and every glass of water you choose. If this video helped you learn even one new thing, I'm truly glad to have walked this path with you. And if you'd like to keep moving forward, caring for yourself the right way, gently and with understanding, I invite you to come along with me on this journey. If you found this content helpful, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to HealthVibe 365 so you won't miss the next videos, where we grow stronger, live fuller, and move in harmony with the rhythm of our own lives.